everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do another page in my napkin journal, and I've got this napkin here, which I bought a few of. I bought a couple to give to Ashley, I think, and I've given a couple away, and I've got one left, so I've cut half of it and I'm going to use that. So yeah, let's see what we do. I'm going to just go and get some watercolours, I think. Right, I decided against watercolour, not for any reason except I looked at the colours and I thought, oh, they look a bit, I've got brushos, that sort of colour. So I thought I'd have a play with those, and I'm going to do something with them that I don't usually do, and that is I'm going to actually make them up into some colour, and I'm not going to use too much pigment because I think they are very pigmented. I don't want much, and I don't want it hanging around either. Is that actually coming out, she says? Not sure. And we might sprinkle some over the page as well, we'll see. Can't get my pin back in. There we go. Now this has got some blue on it, obviously from my overzealous painting last time. So I think we'll just go with it and use it. It's kind of splashing, which is what we've got. I don't know which one I haven't used. Let's try that one by the looks of it. Right, I'm going to give them a little spray so you can see. I don't know if you can see. If you can't see, that's how little powder I've put in. Oops. Right, so those are the colours that we've got. They might still be too intense, so we will see. And I don't really know what I'm doing. I haven't prepared the page. It is just as it was. It is mixed media paper. Just going to put some yellow down. I'm not going to think about it too much. I'm just going to... It looks like I'm looking at the napkin, and it looks like it's been blown. If I could get a straw and give it a blow, I might be able to do that. I don't even know if I've got a straw. I used to have one knocking around on my desk. Oh, I can see one. We'll see. Let's just... Right, there's hardly any orange. It's mainly yellow and green, the background. So I am just going to drop. I could do a bit more pigment in there, I think. But I'm just looking at the napkin for inspiration and not thinking about it too much. I think we could do with a bit more pigment in the lemon. Getting a nice mess going on in the middle of the book, but let me see. Right, I'll try not to pass out on camera. Trying to create something that looks like the sort of splashes that they've got going on the napkin. Oh, I'm not strong enough. That's quite nice. I'll show you if I can without dipping it in. Can you see what I'm trying to achieve? That sort of messy, yellowy. Let's turn it round. Quite like that. That's not too bad. Right, we might add a little bit more of the yellow into areas. Let's try and move that along. I hope that's not actually dripping through to every page. No, it shouldn't do, should it? Because it's the middle page. That is lucky. Just going to bring those drips back a bit. Oh, I really haven't got enough puff to move that bit. I don't know why it doesn't want to shift. I'm quite pleased with that. I do want to add some orange, but I think I'm going to let this dry a little bit first. I think that would be more sensible. Let's just dry it. Let me be right back. I actually did manage to push it around a little bit with the heat gun, so that was good. Now, I don't know how intense that colour is. Let me just try it. Oh, it's fine. It's not too bad. All right. I'm just going to drink my tea because I don't like it when it gets cold. I have a habit of leaving it. I'm just looking at the napkin, and there's just like little areas of the orange, not too much, and then a few drips, which will do. I don't really want to create kind of a brown colour. I can always add some more yellow to it. Do this something a little bit more intense, but we can perhaps work with that. Yeah, quite like that. Right, let's just take a small amount of water. Hopefully this will be a little bit more intense, which we can put in a few of the areas. Yes, that's more like it. And grab a bit of tissue. There we go, not too worried about that. Right, I want to put some splashes on in various colours. Or drips is what I want, but whether or not I'll be able to attempt a drip, I don't know. This is my drippy brush. I could do that more intense. Though it's now no longer intense orange. Don't like that. Right, I don't really know where I'm heading with this, so I'm going to leave those colours there. They will dry out, but you can reactivate those. I think I will dry this again, and then we will have a look at plonking on the hedgehog and other parts of the napkin. I'm just looking, oops, at it. And we've got similar sort of colours going on. I might need to add some more splodges and things when he's been put down. So I don't mean put down, just stuck on. Right, so let me dry this. Right, I'm just sneaking on very quickly to offer you the chance of getting a small pack of your own napkins if you want them. I'm not going to get them out of here because it was a bit of a struggle to get them in there, but you've got different ones. Where I'd got extra ones, I've just given you one each of those. There's about, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 maybe, something like that. This one's got a slightly different selection, but again, just a few napkins. I'm going to say UK only, I'm afraid, just because of postage. But if you're in the UK and you fancy a little pack of these, please send me an email. I'll leave my email address in the description box. Please don't mention it in the comments. Just send me an email and say I'd like the chance to win one of these, and it will be on its way. Well, it'll be in a draw, and 2 people from the UK will have a handful of napkins to have a little play with. Anyway, I just thought I'd squeeze that in there. Right, let's get the old hedgehog out and pop him down there. Now, I think I would like a small brush. There's a small amount of water, and I'm going to try and just lift the hedgehog. Oops. A little bit more carefully than I'm doing. Hope I don't lose a foot there. Right, I forget that because I'm working on glass, it's non-porous, so that's not the greatest. Come on out. Do not want to decapitate you. And I want to preserve some of this because I think I will. Oops, I've nearly lost his bottom. Come on, come on. Right, let me just rip that off because I want, oops, don't know what's ripping there, but I want to keep that bit. Don't let me lose his nose because then that would be a bit grim, wouldn't it? Come on. Keep your tummy. And it'd be nice if you had 4 legs, wouldn't it? Come on, Steph, you can do it. Yay! Bless him. Oh gosh, nearly. That bit was still attached. Right, let's have a look and see what we could do with him. So I might put him sort of on there because he kind of goes quite well like that. And I thought I'd have the hedgehog. I wonder if I could just kind of, I might be able to get all of that like that. I think I will. So I think I'll cut it off like that. Yes. What happened to that splodge of water that I had just there? I think I wanted to keep the blobs there. just take that little bit that had got some writing on it. Doesn't matter too much about that bit. And then I'll take this bit off up here. I kind of wanted to keep that. I think he might have to end up going maybe on top of there. I think it might be better if I lost a little bit of this bit here. Because we've got a straight edge and I find that slightly displeasing. So, whoops. I'll just rip it willy-nilly there and I'll cross our fingers and hope for the best. Get rid of those bits. And I don't know how much of this we'll need, but we don't need that bit there. Right, well, let's see where we're going with this. Kind of like the idea of that. Maybe he could move on like... We're actually not going to see hardly any of my things, but that doesn't matter. I mean, I could get rid of that bit. No, because I haven't got a lot there anyway. Right, that's what I think we'll do. Let me find the right... I haven't got... Oh, there's a brush. And I'm just going to use my desk because I'm running out of matte medium, so I'm guessing it's actually... Oh, I have to be careful because you can see that it's making my watercolour bleed here. Not what we really want. So we're not going to see it, so it isn't really going to matter. But it's a little... I think we're going right down the edge there. Careful, don't want to drop it down there yet. Right down to the bottom there. And up there. Not sure if I've been up there or down there, but I think it's time to get this on. Something... Well, I guess it's going like that. It seems to have decided for itself. Don't mind the odd wrinkle. Hopefully it's got glue underneath and glue on the top that should stick it down nicely. Just be careful that we don't tear it. Right, we're going to have to let that dry. Oh no, I could put I could put the hedgehog on, couldn't I think. Right, it's a fine line between pushing this down and then tearing it all and having a gaping hole. Oh, that goes quite nicely like that, although it does slightly impede. I'm putting it there. The word's just there, but I'm not going to worry about that. I'm not sure, but did I put any glue down before I put him on? Oh well. If not, we'll just have to hope that the top coat is enough to stick him on forever. Right, now we'll let this dry and then we'll come back and see if we need to add any more colour and see what we do with him. Already quite like it. Right, let's have a look here, see what we can do. I don't know how watercolour and stuff will work with the matte medium. I mean, the idea is it should. That's the point of putting it on, but just not 100% sure. Just going to give him a bit of colour around there so you can't really see the napkin joint. You can't, oops. It's a touch on clumsy. It's got a nice green chin now. That's okay. Just thought I would just drop in a bit of colour so that it's not just sort of sat there in the middle of nowhere. Wonder where's my straw gone? Just trying to give him a few more dribbly bits. Oops, steady on. And if we dare do some orange, I really like that. I've just turned that brown, not what I wanted. Just trying to get that to drop back down again because it looked a bit thin. Quite enjoying, you can tell I'm enjoying the splashing the paint around, can't you? Now what I might do, I quite like that as it is, but because we've got some blue over this side, I might see if I've got a blue. I do. Just to put a few more blue dribbles on the other side, just to make it a bit more comparable. Right, don't go on his face. I don't really want too much, but it's just because we've got some over here from the page. I just thought it might just tie it all in if I just give him a few dots over here. I think that will do him. I quite like that. Right, just going to dry that off. Well, you can see it as it is because I'm not going to do anything else to it, I don't think. I don't even think I'm going to put a border on it or anything. You know how I usually put a border on everything? I don't think I will. I think I'm going to leave that one as it is. I will just let that dry, obviously, before I shut the book up. Although, I think that's quite a dark reddy. I haven't finished, have I? I wonder what colour this brilliant red is when mixed with the murky brown that I've got going on there. Perfect. what I want is, that is exactly the right colour. Don't want much, but just a little to tie it in with the red that's sort of there. Right, I am stopping there. I'm going to let that dry. I am just going to remove something that I've seen. I should have waited for that blue and red. I don't like the look of them together, so I'm going to leave that. But that's it, that's what I'm doing. So I hope you liked that. A little bit different this time. I'm quite pleased with that. I mean, it looks much like the napkin that I started with, but anyway, it's my little hedgehog page. Thanks so much for watching. Stay safe and well, and I'll be back again soon. Bye for now.